What the F is up? It's KenTheMan. We hopping off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Look, it ain't too many niggas on the track. Run them around, they always trying to see where I'm at. Hitting me up, I always.
All right, y'all, we got KenTheMan off the porch today. How are you feeling?
Good, how about yourself?
I feel good. I'm so excited to have you. About time you done came and sat on the porch.
I'm excited to be here.
Now, what have you been up to since you've been in Atlanta?
Well, last night I had a show. It's my first show in Atlanta. Hella excited. They had big ass posters blowing up and shit all of me around. I was just a fan of myself. I was like, who is this bitch? It's a celebrity in here. And so I just had a couple interviews. We're gonna go eat today. Was trying to find hookah, but ain't no hookah spots. She told me ain't no hookah spots, y'all.
Girl, it's a ton of hookah spots. Like, Atlanta is hookah, okay? Now, I know you are from the north side of Houston, so give us a little insight on your upbringing there.
Well, I'm kind of a boring bitch, actually. I stay in the house a lot, stay out the way a lot. I don't know, I went to a couple of different high schools on the north side. Always kind of active, always like a class clown and everything. So when I discovered that I could rap, it was like, no, everybody was a little surprised, but it was kind of like they knew something was coming out of me because I was too much. So I don't know, I just would get high, freestyle. I would go to school, go back home. Then I had a kid. Then I started taking rap serious because I was broke as fuck. I was like, something gotta shake. Something gotta shake. So I don't know, it was just, just regular upbringing shit, like, and then nothing special.
Now, I always hear about the south side of Houston, but what is the culture like on the north side?
I don't know. I feel like everybody feel like we be robbing people on the north side, and the whole time us growing up on the north side, we thought the south side was the criminals. So now when I'm older and I'm meeting these people and they like, y'all, we don't want to go over there. I be like, y'all, what are y'all talking about? We normal over there. All we do, we barely even got clubs. Like, we barely got clubs. It's just like restaurants. I have to go to the south side to do everything. All my friends stay over there, then they be complaining about coming to my house. It's just, I don't know, the north side is pretty like calm. It's like more of the like, that's where I want to stay. It's not busy. Like, I'm not a city girl. Like, I'm a more of a in the like neighborhood type shit. Like, I like suburbs and trees. I don't like to have signal.
Now, what's a crazy story that you could tell us about growing up there?
Crazy story. I don't know, something crazy, like about something that was like, that only a Houston bitch can relate to or something.
Yes, that.
I don't know, it's pretty like it's the vibes there. It's not really nothing crazy that I feel like could stand out that I just be like, this shit was nuts. That it's like, Houston's pretty like, it's the lit spot. Like, everybody come there to turn up. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head that was just something, because everything is just big booty hoes, good food, clubs, hookah, mo hoes. That's what we down for.
Now, what age did you officially jump off the porch?
What? Could you put that in the sentence?
So, what age were you like on your own, making your own decisions?
Girl, 27?
27.
Hell yeah, my daddy spoiled me. He made me, I had to figure out how to be a woman at 27. I did not know.
Oh my God.
I just moved out this year.
Really?
Yes, my daddy loved me too much, then still didn't want me to go. I said, Daddy, I'm grown. I want to have sex in the house. I'm tired of fucking in the car. I didn't tell him that, but that's what I was thinking. It's like, it's about that time. Hey, I need to have whatever dick I want to have walking up and through here when I feel like it.
Oh my God, so since you're out the house at 27, what are some things that you're just like, I'm so over this adulting shit?
Bills. That's it. I like to have sex when I feel like it, so that's fun. Only thing good about adulting is having sex. Like, what's up? Shit, bills and sex.
So, like, you know, you got to schedule your own appointments. Like, you got to do all this stuff.
I've been doing that because I was raised by my dad. So
Uh-huh.
he ain't never, I was up in the financial aid office not knowing what the fuck to do for college because he just made me do everything. Because, you know, it's usually the mama that, like, do the college stuff and all that stuff. So, girl, I've been head of the house since I could wash dishes.
Oh my God, I love that. Now, speaking of college, I did read that you initially went to school and you majored in psychology and you initially wanted to be a therapist. So you have to talk to us about that.
That's crazy, you know that. Yeah. Well, I'm like the advice friend. I'm the real motivational bitch. So I felt like, you know what? I could do this because you bitches be tripping and I be getting them right on together. So I was thinking, you know, maybe I could be a relationship therapist or maybe I can just counsel people because I know how to uplift people really well. Like I know how to like kind of put people in the right direction and all that stuff. So I was like, let me go to school. I don't know why I didn't think to go to school for music because that's probably why I dropped out twice. Cause I didn't want to learn that shit. I was just like, I already know how to read people. Just put me in the lab, put me in a booth. And these bitches gonna walk out a different bitch. But I mean, you had to take like 4 years. Absolutely hated all them 12 years I went to school in the first place. So I had to get out of there. I told my dad, give me 2 years, I'm gonna try to be a rapper. If it flop, back to school. Did not flop, I'm a rapper now.
Wow, so you said that you wanted to be like a relationship therapist.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl. I need some relationship advice because dating in this generation is like, oh my God.
I had advice for the last generation. This one, it's beyond me. I don't know what to say for us. I don't even know what to say for myself. I just treat everything like a joke because it's a joke. It's clearly a joke. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my. Now, just to touch back on mental health really quick, how are you able to really stay sane with being a mom, pursuing your music career, and also being a Black woman in the industry?
I feel like the first and foremost is having a support system. My support is, because it's like I'm not always happy, you know, and it's like we're not always sad together. So it's like soon as I'm falling off, it's like all of them. I call them, whatever, and they uplift me and they make me feel beautiful. They make me feel like the best rapper in the world. They make me feel like I'm on the right path. Because, you know, we all have the weak moments. So I just feel like it starts with a good support system, and that could take you a very long way because it's like I have a support system with my dad. When I'm away and stuff, I have a reliable babysitter. You know, I don't have to worry about my son. I don't have to worry about him eating or being clean or being okay. So that keeps me sane, you know, because that's my heart. So that, and it's just like you kind of gotta like have tunnel vision, I would say, because it's so easy for people to like bring you down. That's the new thing. Negativity and all this media, everything in life is so negative. Like I be seeing people dying, people be in the comments like, oh, they deserved it, or it's like I never knew this many sick people existed. I knew it was serial killers, murders, and rapers and shit, but y'all is negative. That should be a sin, how negative these motherfuckers is. So I just feel like you gotta kind of blank it out. You gotta kind of pull the positive, because I know sometimes as artists we pull the negative because it hurt. You know what I'm saying? The positive is like, oh, that feel good, you feel good. But if that negative, it's like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. So you want to see him and run into him, but you can't. So you might as well just kind of look at the good, and that's the only way, is if you kind of like blank it out. I don't even read my comments. All my friends be reading my comments and shit. I be like, bro, stop reading them hoes, because I don't even want you to think that of me. I don't even want you to know what these fools are saying. And they be reading it, and I be telling them, they be like, I'm reading it. I be like, you fucking bitch. But I don't read it, so I don't know.
That's really good. Like, I feel like with artists, I always feel for y'all because y'all just have this pressure to be perfect, especially being a woman in rap. Like, y'all got that image that y'all have to, people hold y'all to like all these high standards. Like, and I'm like, they are human just like everybody else.
I'm so human, and that's why I'm just here, what I am, because it's like, I sometimes I feel like that too. It's like, I think that my process of, you know, me growing and building has been a little more slower, is because I'm not gonna be held to a standard. I do what the fuck I want to. Ain't nobody finna tell me, you know, how to feel, when to do, like I do it off of feels, and like that's how I feel like that's how you keep your mental health in check too. It's like you gotta put yourself first. And a lot of people, like, these people literally be saying do this, that about this, and they be sitting there. You know what? If I say what I really want to say in my head, they gonna cancel me. Let's just move on. I be sitting there so pathetic. I'm gonna just leave it at that. They be pathetic over there sitting there eating out pork chops and shit and Lays and be talking about me. And bitch, I'm over here eating salmon and lamb chops. Bitch.
Now, from what it seems like just talking to you, you give yourself a lot of grace. And like I said, with, you know, being a female artist, y'all have that pressure to, like, you know, drop stuff fast, like always post a picture, like always stay in the media. So how are you able to give yourself grace like that?
I don't like to post pictures. My manager told me, she said, bitch, you look good. She said, I'm getting my bitch a picture. And I was like, I didn't want to take a picture. It's my 3rd week. Going on my 3rd week in the gym. Y'all ain't gonna see enough of me. Just give me a month. I'm gonna be all in these bitches' face. But for now, it's like, I don't know. I don't really like taking pictures. I don't like being on the internet. And I don't, like, literally, I don't really take pictures. Like, I live in the moment a lot. So it's kind of like, I also feel like that's the thing. It's like, it's a lot of girls that love that, like, love to be the limelight. It's so weird that I get attention, but I don't like attention. I admire my admirers, but it's like, it's kind of weird for me because I'm so normal. Like, I'm just so not the camera person. Like, I'm more to, like, catch me twerking, but if you don't catch it in the 3 seconds, it's over with. So I don't know. I just be myself, and it's kind of like, it works for me. It might not be as fast paced as people that's always on the in front of the camera and stuff, but it's like, that's what they like to do. So I just do what I like to do, girl. I'm a rebel. These people ain't finna bully me in the photos.
Period. Now, before you were rapping, you were doing Uber.
And DoorDash.
Uber and DoorDash.
Yes.
You gotta tell us about that, and what was your breaking point to where you were kind of just like, I can't do this shit no more.
Girl, he be like, what's my breaking point? I was gonna keep doing it. That shit started kicking off. I was booked every weekend. I was like, okay. I wrote, he be like, actually DoorDashing on one of my routes, and I was in a rich ass neighborhood, and I was just like, I need to put on some beats, cause I know I can rap. I can't. I also, like, before I did Uber Eats I had just started doing Uber when they fired me. They fired me while I was dropping the nigga off. I was like,
wait,
damn.
so Uber fired you?
Uber fired me because I don't even know how they fire people. That shit, take that up with people. They fired the wrong bitch. Look at me now. I'm off the porch, bitch. But yeah, they fired me while man was in the car, and then my shit just started glitching, and I called them, and they was like, yeah, like, you're done. So I was like, okay, well, who do I talk to? I'm broke as fuck. And so, but no, so I started DoorDashing because they ain't fire a bitch. I was like, shout out to, you know what? I fuck with DoorDash. They don't never bring my food, but they kept my job, so I fuck with them for that. But I was in a rich ass neighborhood dropping some people food off, and I put on some beats, and it's like, I really was gonna keep doing it because it was paying my car note at least, you know, and it was like, I gotta do something, and it was the only job that I had that could allow me to write. When I was waitressing and all of that stuff, you can't write. You get off at 2, 3 in the morning. Now you have to go to sleep because you gotta go get back to that shift. So I never had time to write. So I was kind of happy. Yeah, that motherfucker that fired me last too. Oh, you motherfuckers gonna pay for this. Oh, and he don't even work there no more, firing a real bitch. And now look at a real bitch. But yeah, so I wrote a song, and it just kind of took off, and that's how I was able to not do it. I still got my account. I was like, I'm standby, bitch. You know how these. I still got my account. I might need y'all again.
Now, you say you're waitressing. Were you like nightlife waitressing? Or?
No, I was like restaurants.
Restaurants?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't do that nightlife. That's too. Girl, I do not like the club.
The nightlife, woo. Crazy.
Can't do the nightlife.
Now, I want to get into your rap name, of course, KenTheMan. It's very unorthodox, and I be laughing every time I watch one of your interviews. The dudes be like, it's KenTheMan, she's not a man, and I'm like, oh my God. So where did KenTheMan come from?
A SoundCloud name. It was like, my real nickname is Ken, so when I was making my SoundCloud, when I first started dropping my music, I was just gonna go by Ken, but then it wasn't available. So I don't know what made me just put him in on there, because I be feeling myself sometimes. And then so when I did my very first feature, this boy was like, you going by Ken or KenTheMan? I was just like, no, I'm just going by Ken. And he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I like KenTheMan. He's like, it's hard. Like, I feel like it's different. And I feel like, shit, you hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you should think about it. And I was like, well, just put Ken on here for now. I'm gonna go, you know, think on it and come back to it or whatever. So it started kind of like, people started calling me that, and it started growing on me. And I was just like, you know what? It does kind of fit me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really that emotional ass person. Like, I'm not that like soft. You know how men, they have this whole stigma, like they gotta be tough, they so tough. So it's just like, I was always the person that was like more of the tougher side, you know, of things. And I don't know. I'm not like, I'm definitely a woman. I like my hair and my nails and my pussy gate. But I just don't like, you know, I'm not so like the typical girl, you know. So it just stuck with me. It's like, and I'm that nigga. It's like an ego, you know. The man is the ego of me. My ego is a
What
nigga.
would you say KenTheMan means to you now that you know you are in your career full time? Like, when you say that name, like what does that mean to you?
I mean, I feel like I stand behind it. Like, when people like announce me in the room, they be like, her name KenTheMan, and you gonna hear it. Like, when I press play, you gonna hear it. It's like, it sounds like if she wasn't saying things about women or being a woman, it's like she raps so aggressively and so dominant, like a man would be. And then people meet me and they be like, damn, you small as fuck, you know. Like, they be like, but I have so much like power and strength, and I feel like my stuff. So it's like, I really feel like I stand behind it, and it represents me very well. And of course, I'm not a man. People always be asking that, but I fell in love with it. Like, I've grown to love like it because it literally is my ego. I was really raised by a man my whole life, so it's kind of like I could see how that fit me, you know.
Man, being raised by your dad, woo. So being raised by your dad, what would you say are like some things that he taught you that you will always like stand by?
Don't stand for shit. He always taught me like suck that shit up. Like he taught me to be tough. He taught me to like let shit roll off my back. He also taught me like to. That's why I say all the time that I do what the fuck I want, because you know how some households your parents try to pick your path, right? He's never done that for none of my siblings. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all were able to find ourselves, and I'm glad he allowed me to find myself, because I feel like I would have never found rap and music and stuff, because I've always, girl, he used to make me sing in the car, and he used to be like, if you don't sing it again, you're gonna be on punishment. So he's always like knew that I was musical. I used to be in choir, I used to do talent shows, I used to be in, I don't know how I was in dance class, couldn't dance, tried it. I was on the step team though. I did that good. I was on the front line. I don't know if it was because I was short or because I was good, but I was on there. So it's like he just let me go through my motions. I tried to do nails. I ran track. Like, it was like things, and I would start and stop, but he would always just allow me to, you know, just keep doing my thing. So it's kind of like, I feel like that's the biggest thing that stuck with me from him. It's just doing what you love, because that's the most successful I feel like you'll be, is by doing something that you actually love to do. So yeah, that's my nigga, man. He taught me a lot. He taught me strength. Like, the biggest thing is he taught me strength, and he taught me love. That man loved me to death. So everybody need love. It's some fucked up motherfuckers out here. It's like, y'all ass need a hug. Could tell.
And just being raised by your dad, could it be sometimes harder to kind of tap into like your emotions? And
Absolutely. Yeah, that's I don't really do it though that much. Like, I know how to express, but it's like, it is hard, because he's always taught me to kind of like suck it up. It's like, I feel like that's kind of households. That's why I always talk to my son, because I'm like, we finna be emotional around this motherfucker. We need to get some shit straight, you know. But I feel like I'm fine. But it was different than like telling your mama that this, you know what I'm saying, this and that happened, you know, like, girl, it's something that a woman could relate to, you know. It was kind of weird. Like, I ain't tell him everything, because it was kind of like, you don't know what the fuck my body doing. Like, I don't know, or whatever. So that's the only thing. But everything else was just, it was kosher. It was cool. But definitely finding myself as a woman, I had to literally leave to figure that part out.
What were some things that you found out about yourself?
That I'm freaky as fuck. And everything be going back to sex.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't know. You just like moving in and stuff by yourself. I was just telling somebody that, I was like, it's just, you will never know how you really is until you move in by yourself. So it's just like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I love it. Like, I love just being naked everywhere around, cooking naked. It should be popping me all in the
That's the best part.
Yes, so I don't know, it's just freedom.
And getting into your rap career, when did you decide to go all in with it?
I would say 2017 because I was rapping for like since 2014. I think I dropped my first tape in 2014, but in 2017, I had made this song called Deserve and it went viral on Twitter. And I was just like, oh bitch, I can make a song. I had bought the beat. It went up, it went viral. It's like my first single went viral. That's when I knew that I needed to take it serious. And then I began managing myself for like 4 years or whatever. And then I found Melissa ass. And well, Melissa found my ass. And it was just up from there. It's like she taught me the other side of the rap game. Like I was just in the city getting booked and da-da-da, but she took me to LA. I did a radio run. I was like, what the fuck is this? She got me rapping and shit in front of people. I was nervous as hell. I was like, okay, she trying to get me real rapper shit now. But yeah, I would say 2017.
And who were some musical influences for you?
100% Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Eminem, Tupac. I have a very broad taste in music, so it was kind of like, I don't know no rapper I feel like influenced me to start rapping. I just love those rappers, and it's just like, those were definitely my go-tos. But I feel like, shit, smoking in the car influenced me to rap. We in Houston, we would freestyle in the car, smoking, choking, and smoking and rapping in the car. And so that's how I figured out that I could rap. But I can't say that somebody influenced me, but like, I feel like when I think of the hardest bar or wordplay now, like in the past, like since I took it serious, it was like, I would be like, okay, if Wayne hear this, we like this shit.
And while pursuing your career, what really kept you motivated to keep it going?
My supporters. Like I don't know if they know, but it take you a long way. Cause it's like your friends can jam you all day. It's kind of like, are y'all lying to me, bitch? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people from the outside. And then when they supported me, when I still didn't like take off like a rocket, like they feel like I should, and they still in my corner. They've been in my corner for years, and I remember their ad names and stuff like that. It really keep me going. And for them to DM me sometimes and say, it's so crazy to see how much you've grown and how like we're seeing it and like keep going, like we so proud of you. That stuff right there is really what my supporters, I could absolutely say that, like I would never, like if I felt like they thought I sucked or if people thought I sucked, I would not. I don't even know how the fuck do we got sucky rappers? Nobody telling them? I be wondering. I be like, bro, I be like, y'all gotta know, cause I feel like I would know if I sucked. Cause sometimes I be having some weak ass verses and I be like, this weak, I ain't dropping it. People be just dropping that shit. I be like, all right, it floats, I guess.
And as I was researching you, I read that writing music was therapeutic for you. Mm-hmm. So what were some situations that writing really got you through?
Relationship stuff. But it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I get myself through things before I write. Because it's like, I like to express it, but it's kind of like I gotta feel it first. I always tell people, like people try to run away from their emotions. It's like you gotta express them bitches first, and then you can move forward. So I would feel like, I would feel things. Just like I still haven't gotten that bag because I be wanting to say some things. And I was just like, you know what? It ain't even time yet. Sometimes, whatever. But I feel like the best thing, it heals me, like when I can listen back to my stuff and relive those moments. And like even sometimes I'll be writing about my friends too, like, and I'll tell some of that stories. And one of my friends, baby daddy, was like, I think she was talking about us. She's like, boy, shut up. That's what our dead ass was. We knew, but we didn't tell him because he a boy. He don't need that. So.
Now, when did you personally start to see that rapping is starting to pay off?
2019 when I dropped my single, He Be Like. When I dropped the clip, and it was like famous people under there. My cousins was dancing too, and I was like, who sent you the track? And they was like, no, this off your Instagram. I was like, oh shit, I must got a hit or something. So I was like, okay. I was doing meetings or whatever even before He Be Like, but it's like nothing stuck because I've always felt like, damn, I'm a weird ass artist because niggas be having like 50 songs to play. I had like 2. And then I was just like, damn, I feel weak. Like, I don't want to take on meetings if I only got 2 songs. Like, but I knew I was hard because, like I said, I just don't record a lot of, well, now I record more, but I'm saying, like, I didn't record so much music because it's like, if the shit was ass, it was ass. I ain't putting that shit down. I'll stop midway through a track and be like, ass. I tried to do that the other day. She was like, bitch, that's hard. You're keeping going. So I feel like that, okay, I forgot the question. What was the question again?
When did you personally start to see that rapping?
In 2019 when you be like, I be rambling so much, I forget shit. But yeah, it was he be like, that's when I was like, damn, I got booked every weekend, literally. It was like all weekend too. I was like, damn, this how rapping feel? And then I just was like, I'm finna go harder now. Like, you can get that one little taste.
And I gotta give you your flowers because your growth is so beautiful to witness. Like, from you going to the car freestyles, and next thing you know, we see you freestyling at the stations. Yeah. And now, like, it's KenTheMan, KenTheMan, KenTheMan. It's so beautiful to see. Like,
oh, thank you. Yeah, it feels good when you like doing something you love and it pays off. Like, I'd be so happy to know, like, damn, like, my daddy was like, do you know people don't even make it past the studio? Your ass all on stages and shit. You all at the radio station. I'm on the radio. When I was on the radio, I couldn't believe that shit. I was just like, they always told me independent artists couldn't do shit that I did. So when I started touching it and seeing it, I was just like, you bitches lied to me because y'all wasn't independent. So y'all don't listen to nobody. They be lying. You can do anything you put your heart to. And I accomplished so many things as an independent artist. So it's like, if you want something, you just gotta go get that shit. That's what I learned.
And what risks have you took within your career to get to where you are now?
Girl, bitch, being broke as hell. Like, I spent my last on some studio. I saved it. It took me a year to save for He Be Like video. Like, I dropped it in 2019. I ain't dropped my video till 2020. Before the pandemic, I think. Like, right before the pandemic. I was like, they is really trying to fuck with me, and it's like, I don't know, what the rap gods don't want me in or something. It was like, I finally saved up my money just to go on lock. I was like, what the fuck is this? So, definitely, like, you just gotta be in it. Like, and then sometimes your ass out broke doing it. Like, I invested a lot. Like, if I can go do some taxes or some shit with all the years, like, I invested so much in my career. And I feel like that's what it is. You gotta go broke, you gotta get it back, spend it again. Like, that's what it is. That's the risk.
Now, what do you feel brings out the best in you musically?
I want to. People gonna think I'm a crackhead. Abort me. Just good vibes.
Oh my God. You're so goofy, and I'm goofy as hell too. So this interview the title gonna be laughs. Like, no, literally.
I laugh a lot. We all be laughing. They can't wait to laugh. I bet it's killing them inside to not be able to laugh over there.
What were we at? Oh yes. So what do you feel brings out the best in you musically?
So you really want me to say it, huh?
Yeah. We want to know.
No, for real. Like, I literally changed the studio to the house. Like, I like personal, intimate stuff. Like, I mean, a little twerking can be happening around and stuff, but I really just like it. Honestly, it just be me and my engineer. That's the most comfortable I am, because it took me 3 years to start writing in front of him. Then when I started writing in front of him, it was like, oh, this not that bad. He be just telling me shit whack in my face, and I'm like, you're right. That shit is whack. So I was like, hey, it was the worst thing of me. Just telling me I was whack here and there. It's cool. I needed that. It's character building. So I don't know. The vibes are just like, he be lighting a candle, don't know, but every time he light that motherfucker, the shit get done. Because I was working on this song for a week. He was like, I figured it out. I was like, what? I didn't light the candle. I swear to God, I finished the song when he lit the candle. So I don't know. It's just that I like being around people that really fuck with me. Like, that's the best vibe.
I love that you said you love being around people who genuinely
Love me.
fuck with you. Oh my God. So now with you like being in the limelight, are you like really cautious with who can come around you?
Cause they're my friends, and that's it. We don't let no. First of all, I can't have no friends with them. They bully me. Especially this one in the black. Look at her. She bullied me. I can't have friends, like, for real. They don't play like that. So, I don't know. I don't really watch out for nothing. Honestly, they be telling me, like, bitch, you're not regular no more. Like, you got to stop trying to be so regular. But I don't really let nobody in. Like, everybody that's around me is my team. Like, my best friend make my clothes. One of my closest friends is my manager. My other closest friend is my manager. My dancers is my bitches. My makeup artist love her to death. It's just like everybody around me, they have a purpose, and it's like they help me get through it because they love me and they love what they do. So it's like we just one big ass unit of love.
I love
That's what the
that
name
for
of love,
you.
bitches.
I love that for you. Love it.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't trade nothing for like a genuine team. Like I would be surprised if any of these bitches do something to me. Like I would be like, I would probably cry, and I don't even cry.
Now, what are your thoughts on the rap game right now?
I feel like it's a lot of good. It's a lot of bad, but it's always been like that. Them niggas back in the day was sucking too. They be trying to make it seem like we the only ones be sucking sometime. Nah, them niggas was sucking. We remember that shit on the stoop, sucking like a motherfucker back in the day. But I feel like it's good. Like I really love that new Drake album. Like I was like, huh, you like it?
Girl,
You love it?
certified lover boy. I am a certified lover girl. Like
That's what I like to hear, because if you said anything else, I was gonna hop off the porch.
that TSU, that intro on TSU,
Yeah.
that was the one.
Yes.
I was like, yep.
But I feel like, I feel like you hear bad music because you're listening to bad music. I had listened to a lot of good music, so I don't be really like, I don't know what hip hop turned into. Listen to the good ones. Like, it's so many good ones. You just choose to listen to the bad ones. That's why the motherfuckers is famous. Duh. So yeah, I love hip hop where it's at. I like that it's evolved. I like to see where stuff goes. It's so weird, like how stuff just changes. You would never see that change. Like, you be like, damn, I wonder what's gonna happen next. We thought cars was gonna be flying. No, they was gonna be driving themselves first. Like, what's that? That shit's crazy. So I'm just excited to see like what it turns into more and more. And I'm glad like people are like mixing genres. I've always wanted to mix a genre. You know, even before I started rapping, I used to listen to a bunch of pop, a bunch of like a different like groups and shit. Like I used to listen to a bunch of shit like Natasha Bedingfield and everything, like down to all that. I used to love me some Fergie. Like, so I feel like I like to see that hip hop is like blending into like with those artists too, because I've always been like a very diverse listener.
And I would say I love the rise of women in rap because for the longest we just had Nicki. And now we have, and I love Nicki, but now we have you, we got Meg, we got Mona Leo, we got Flo Milli. The list goes
On and on. It's fair though, because it's like it's been men. Like it was multiple men, and it's nice to like think about it. All our lives we've been listening to Nicki and niggas. That's not fair. So it's kind of like, it's a breath of fresh air to be able to like actually relate to lyrics. Because all we was doing was relating to men partially. Like we can't fully relate to them. We feel like it's resonating with us, but it's really resonating with these niggas. So it's like, we're able to like have more like of a catalog of things to listen to, because you got the fun rap, then you got the ratchet rap, then you got the serious rap, then you got the R&B. Like I love the R&B girls too. So it's just nice to see everybody doing, and it's like bitches be having to rap way harder to even get seen. I've been rapping hard for like 18,000 years. God damn, shit, y'all still ain't heard it yet. What the fuck?
Now, how do you feel when, of course, the constant criticism of the way like women are rapping, which is, I call it, I don't know, they're probably gonna cut this out, but I call it like pussy talk.
Yeah.
How do you feel when they're like, all women talk about now is their pussy and sex and all that other stuff?
I feel like, I always say this, literally, chains, drugs, Lamborghinis, fucking throats is all the fuck we get from them. We just deal with it. So if I want to talk about this little pussy, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't hear that, because it's literally rap it's literally the same. They just have a different cadence, different flow, different voice, different hairstyle, and they all got dreads now. Is we talking about that? All these niggas want dreads. At least we switching it up and putting different hair on our head. Fuck. They ass get on. I always want to talk about us. It's like, come on now. Somebody had put on the Drake thing. Okay, I'm done talking about Drake. So they was saying like Drake didn't talk about nothing in the world that's happening, right? And they said it was called CLB, not CNN.
What do they expect?
I was like, what? Go watch the fucking news if you want to hear that. We are here for the fun and for the vibes. We not here for no motherfucking to tell y'all the same shit that y'all seeing when we seeing it. What?
Right. And when it comes to being a women in rap, what are some things you're tired of hearing when it comes to y'all?
Like about us or in our music?
About y'all.
That pussy rap shit, like I'm tired of hearing it. It's like, yeah, we do sell sex because bitches like to look at us, niggas like to look at us, because we have rappers fully clothed. Nobody wants to talk about them. I like showing the little ass titties. I don't mind. That's my thing, you know, but it's just kind of like, y'all can't be mad because we like to show skin and then, but y'all be fucking them hoes all crazy and then the skinless and shit. Like, I don't understand what it is. I'm just so tired of hearing it, but I don't care because I'm getting money for talking about this pussy.
Right.
Y'all like, y'all can't take, y'all gotta take this pussy from me for me to stop talking about it. So that's that.
Oh
They're gonna have to take it up off me. Fight hard about this pussy.
Now, getting into your music, with your music and just observing you over the years, I noticed that you carry that masculine energy, which makes me curious to ask, are you the dominant one in relationships?
A nigga better not let me dominate him. He will be gone, girl. I don't like soft. I like soft bitches. I don't like soft niggas. Like, no. You better choke me up. I don't want to be choking you up. What the fuck? I'm short. Like, what I look like choking my nigga up? Like,
so you are the submissive one.
Absolutely.
You want someone to take control, all of that.
in the nice way.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Not all like, I'm gonna beat your ass. No. It's like polite dominance. Like, it's like you love me, but you don't play that shit. That.
And speaking of men, we got to talk about Secret, the Secret visual. Now, tell us all about that track and how you came up with the concept for the visual.
Okay, so the track actually was supposed to drop it on Valentine's Day, but I couldn't finish it. Like, I'm such an overthinker. Like, I was just like, this shit ass. I finished it, didn't like it, so I couldn't meet the deadline for Valentine's Day. Then I just kept pushing it back because I was just like, whatever. Then my friends kept telling me, like, bro, that's hard. And I felt like it wasn't a better time than now to drop it before, you know what I'm saying? So the visual came about is because my manager and her best friend, they was talking about the video. It's when we got the video. And I was like, it's crazy because I had watched this movie called Anna and she had 2 boyfriends and I had just watched the movie, but I wasn't gonna put it on the Secret visual. I was gonna do that shit like on some pimp shit, on some whole other shit. But they was like, you need to have 2 boyfriends, fuck a threesome, because I was thinking a threesome. And they was like, you know what? These niggas get enough threesomes and shit. So I felt like it was a good way to tie in this whole secret idea or whatever. So they was telling me they was a little bit extra and too detailed with what they thought should have been going on. But we took the 2 boyfriends and we ran with it. And I just felt like it represented me so well of like, you know what I stand for. I stand for pleasing yourself in any which way that you want. And if it's having 2 niggas, so be it.
Now you are dropping a new EP.
How you know?
I don't know. I can't tell
You
you
is crazy.
Now, tell us about this upcoming EP if you can.
Well, what I like to do, I like to be, like, I'm really versatile. And then it's like I have a whole like remedy to what I plan on doing. Like, This project is totally separate from my last project, and I'm just so excited to see how it's received, because it's like I'm never gonna give y'all two of the same thing. You're never gonna hear and expect something from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I'm very excited for it to come out, and I think y'all gonna be happy. I can't wait till y'all can really give me y'all. I love like my supporters' opinions and stuff, so it's like I can't wait. It's like we be jamming and shit all the time, twerking around. C and T be leaking it and shit all on the story. Cut.
Now, what type of vibes can we expect on this project?
It's a little bit of everything. I'm gonna lie. It's like you want to talk shit, you gonna talk that. If you want to get deep and personal, we're gonna talk that. If you want to shake a little ass, we're gonna do that too. So it's like it's not like For the Hoes. For the Hoes was for the hoes. Like, it was more fun. Like, I wanted every track to have this bubbly personality. I wanted every track to be this. This one is a little more like, it's a little more aggressive, I would say. So I'm excited.
And we also got to talk about For Me with O&B Bloodbath and Chase. Shout out to O&B Bloodbath and Chase.
She's so hard.
B. How did you guys come up with that track?
Bloodbath did me and was like, she didn't even have no beat or nothing. She just did me and was like, she sent me a voice recording. She was like, I want to do this song, but I want you to be on it because I know you're going to talk that shit for the bitches. And then so she was voice recording, and then she was like, I wanted to go like, it'd be the booty for me. You know how them people be saying for me? And I was like, yeah. She was like, it'd be the booty for me. Something she look cuter than me. And then I had sent her something back, and I was like, it'd be the tricks for me. You know, and she was like, hell yeah, like that. So we set the session up, well, she set the session up or whatever. It was at this fucking mansion, like, it was nice as fuck. And then Chase B was actually in there playing her beats. We wasn't supposed to get on no Chase B beat, but I heard it up in there. And I said, you need to be on this beat. And then she was like, hey, who beat that is or whatever. And then so it was like, it just happened. Like, I didn't even know it was Chase B beat. I ain't gonna even lie, I didn't even know that Chase B was Chase B. I didn't know shit. Like, I told y'all I be in my bubble. So it was exciting. I was just like, damn, dude, we got this live ass nigga B. I didn't even know. So it came about really good. She took like 30 minutes to write hers. I took like 2 weeks, but that's it.
And I do want to ask before we wrap up, what advice would you give for anyone who is struggling to find their identity?
I feel like take the time to look at yourself truly. Write down how do you truly feel, because I've done this before, because I feel like I struggle with, like, not my identity per se, but like just figuring out what makes kid happy and how to understand myself, because a lot of people don't understand themselves. So I feel like you have to write it down truly, like, don't lie to yourself, like, just be transparent 100%. And I feel like you just kind of like take things that you wrote about yourself and then go do it, like, go live it, go experience it. If you feel like, I hate that people always come to me and I can't say no, but you want to say no because now you're getting fucked over because you always saying yes, you're a yes person, you know, like, yes, I'll do this, but you really is taking it out of you to do it. You got to be selfish with yourself sometimes, and that's just all honesty. It's like you gotta put yourself first, and you gotta figure out what makes yourself you and embrace it, because we all different. Everybody, you know, you can't look at the next person, wanna be the next person. So I just feel like, girls, just write it down. Boy, write it down, figure it out. Love it, embrace it. It's not changing, it's you. So it's like you can fix some shit, tweak it a little bit, but it's you. So you just gotta make it better, make it bigger, make yourself happier.
And any last words or shout outs?
Shout out to my hoes over there. Shout out to you, y'all. This girl is so pretty. She took her mask off. We was like, we was starstruck. She was over here trying to mask up and stuff. Thank y'all for having me. Shout out to my managers and my team. And about to drop the tape. You hoes are in trouble.
Look, it ain't too many niggas on the track. Run them around, they always tryna see where I'm at. Hitting me up, I always hit them with the relax. You know I'm